everyone and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris and in today's video we are going to ask the question of will I summon for the new Majin Vegeta unit that's going to be dropping in just 7 hours. That's right, very close onto this. Normally I like to wait until the actual banner is out, but I've been trying to get this video out a little bit earlier. So we'll just go ahead and see what kind of happens from that standpoint. Now, the thing that's pretty amazing about this is that we've just got to try to make an understanding as far as what's going on as far as value. That's really where everybody's kind of coming from. What is the opportunity between now or waiting for Golden Week, waiting for, let's see here, we've got the movie celebration that's going to be coming. We also have the potential for the, if we don't, I would think we're going to match up with Golden Week, but if we don't match up with Golden Week, actually turning around and having it with the Goku and Majin Buu that's going to be coming. So, I mean, there's so many different opportunities, let alone 7-year anniversary. So where do we spend our stones? I mean, that's really the question we want to try to make a determination. As always, first and foremost, go off of your box. Go off of your gameplay. That is what's really going to make a huge difference. The unit's a great unit, absolutely. But we can also take a look at what does he lead. Okay, Vegeta's family. Some great opportunities here with some Vegeta family units here that are categories. If you have Super Saiyan 4 LR or if you have the GT Vegeta, I mean, he's a 170 lead for the Vegeta family. So you can actually run like a pretty decent team, you know, with them still being the leader, and then maybe just take the friend if you don't pick him up. And that's quite all right. Not to mention here, we do have the Majin Buu saga. Now, he would be the only 170 lead for this team. The rest of these guys, none of them are 170. I think once we eventually get the Super Vegito, I think he's going to end up being pretty decent for an additional lead. But still, again, completely understand there's a lot of units to come along with it. Then what about his 200%? You know, you're limited at this point for these units here that you can use with the gifted warriors, but then not only that, they have to either be Majin Buu or they're going to have to be a Vegeta family. So some of the units like Frieza you got to take off of there. Piccolo you're going to have to take off there. So some of these different units you're going to have to kind of really look at it. But as far as LRs, I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, really 5, 6, 7, 8 LRs you're able to turn around and really utilize. So it's pretty nice as far as that goes. And then when we're coming around taking a look at some of these other ones, you know, we do have the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta that is going to be getting his EZA throughout this. So, what do we want to do? I mean, you really kind of have to make a determination from there. Now, what is everything going to look like as far as the banner? That's one thing that's going to be a huge determination of whether or not we're going to jump into it. So, if we actually take a look at the other banners, this was last year where you had Broly and then Trunks, and then we also turned around and ended up with Bardock, Raditz, and then we had the 2 Vegetas. Alright, so this one's not so much of a listing. I think that's a pretty good showcase. Hey, here, this is what some things we can get. But I think we need to look at these two here because there's going to be an LR. So who's the LR going to be? The LR is going to be probably Gogeta, but I think there's a slim chance we could actually turn around and see Super Vegito strength up there, the STR Super Vegito. It's going to be one of those two units. Although I do believe it's going to be Gogeta, there is a slim margin that it could end up being him. So then, what do we have then essentially for these other 5 units that we can turn around and see? I do not think it's going to be the new EZA Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and the reason why is because I think he is going to end up having his own banner like EZAs typically do. So I think he is out of it from that standpoint. So then you ask yourself, let's jump over and take a look at some of the gifted warriors. Now, what are some units that could be on here? Taking a look as far as I wouldn't be surprised if Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is on there. I would not be. I really actually expect this guy to be on there. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, a very good unit. I could see him being on there. Coming down here, Super Vegeta. I think he could be on that. That would be slot number 2. In addition to that, we do have to talk about, you know, you have Bardock here that was the featured unit before. Then you turn around and look at Broly. So you figure Broly's going to be in there. So that's featured unit number 3 that we're going to probably turn around and see on this. So, 2 new units, LR, these 3 units. So there's 2 units left over. of who it could end up being. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go up there and I'm gonna say Super Vegeta as well. I guess no, I already said him. So Super Vegeta, I think Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta, and then that Broly, and then the other two units. I really, like I said, Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta could be on there. I could see Gotenks being on there. I think that's another realistic aspect. I would be kind of surprised if the Gohan and the Gotenks, or I'm sorry, the Gotenks and Goten and Trunks are on there, just because they are literally just coming off of another banner and they don't like doing that, but not saying that that's impossible. Another unfortunate thing, we could end up seeing this guy right here, the transforming Super Saiyan Vegeta, be on there, which if he's on there, that could maybe lead towards another potential for him easying as well. So I think that's going to be really what comes down to it. But again, as always, what's going to happen with what your box looks like? What of these units do you have? If you have a ton of Vegeta Family, Majin Buu, and Gifted Warriors, then yeah, I mean, you got to seriously consider going into it. And really, it's Gifted Warriors, because that's what gives you the 30%. Taking a look here at the two units just real quick, not going to go over the information here so much, but being able to turn around and understand that we can get everything situated, it's, you know, he's going to be a good unit. I expect him to hit 8 million, you know, as a high end. I mean, I guess a high end could possibly be 10 million, but 8 million, I think is the max that he could reach. Although I think realistically, in the most of the time, I could see him probably swinging consistently at about that 5 to 6 million. He'll be very similar to the GT Vegeta, which, if you already have him, he's a good substitute from there. Still being able to select him, I mean, he's going to be on a lot of friend systems, I think, for a while, because of Majin Buu, because of Vegeta Family, and for that Gifted Warriors 200% on the global side. I think he's going to be around for probably 4 or 5 months. You're easily going to be able to find a Majin Vegeta. But I'm going to jump in on him. Obviously, content creator. Got to make sure I get some content and stuff put out for him. Then there's also the opportunity for tickets. You know, Global's supposed to be having tickets come along with it. That, hey, that's a good way to possibly save if you are someone who spends money on the game on your stones. Then, hey, buy the tickets and see what happens. You know, good opportunity for it to potentially be something else. So, you know, it's a good banner. You know, I can't really say it's a good banner. This is a good unit. And not to mention, actually, the biggest thing that I had even forgotten, these two units, Bardock when he came out and Broly, it was like 9 months before they came back. So if you don't pull the Majin Vegeta or don't go for him now, you have to understand he may not be back by for a very long time. Something to think about and completely understanding. Not to mention, you know, realistically, between now and the 7-year anniversary, I think we're going to probably end up with about 500 to 750 free stones is a conservative amount. I mean, we do have Golden Week in there. We have a movie celebration that's going to be coming out. Typically, you're usually able to get pretty close to about 120 stones every month. Typically 120, 150. So, you know, you throw in 2 major celebrations that we could potentially see. Yeah, gonna be pretty interesting. Definitely gonna be good. But that's what I would suggest is, you know, go after your boxes first and foremost. Go from there. But I will be going ahead and jumping in for it. But that's going to be it. That's going to be today's video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you go down and hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I'm uploading a new video. But good luck if you decide to go summon for it. I hope everybody gets it. I will get a video up as soon as possible of me jumping in for these guys. But I wish everybody the greatest of luck. So thank you all very much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.